As India turned 65, we found an interesting way to capture the complexity and chaos of the past 6.5 decades through the lens of Indian photojournalists from the 1940s to the present. The breadth of the work is far too large to distill, so we've asked photojournalists to identify 2 images which they feel are iconic to them personally and to the life of the nation. In no way is this a complete list of eminent photojournalists, nor indeed of every defining moment in our recent history. But there's enough here to bring to life our rich tradition of photography and a country that's given us 6.5 decades of visual drama.
He was quite involved with Gandhiji. After every shoot, he would go and leave some money for Gandhiji in his fund. You know, Gandhiji used to expect photographers to pay for all the pictures. He used to tell them, you know, you're going to make money out of my pictures. Mera paisa kahan hai? He used to always tell us, like, you know, I used to always contribute. Ek naya paisa, ek aana, do aana.
Advertising photographer Aditya Arya recalls the life and times of one of India's earliest and most prolific photojournalists, Kulwant Roy. Roy first learned photography in the 1930s from Aditya's maternal uncles in Lahore. Partition forced him to relocate to Delhi, where he plunged into full-time photojournalism. He remained a bachelor and left his work to Aditya's family.
This is an amazing story by itself. In 1965, he was one of the few photojournalists. He was number 22 on the list of PIB. So he's left all these PIB invites in an envelope
Aditya has now worked passionately to create the Kulwant Roy archives.
The only surviving negative in the world of signing of the Indian Constitution. The original negatives got spoiled, and that's the original envelope in which he has written the note. And I was lucky that he had made a contact print of that negative and left it.
So Aditya, we wanted you to identify 2 images from your archive of Kulwant Roy.
This is one of them, his visit to Bhakra Nangal Dam, when he wanted to do a story on the so-called temples of modern India, which Nehruji was talking about, and this was one of the biggest, largest public project of its kind. This is purely a graphic image. You know, he's conveyed this idea of construction, building, activity. Look at the steel, look at the power, look at the figures.
The second iconic image that you have for us?
That's this. Nehruji, Gandhiji and Patel in some deep conspiracy just before freedom. You see this, it says Gulami, and you see the map of India and the shackles just breaking. So that is so iconic.
So we're just on the cusp of being free.
Yeah, you know, we are about to be free. Hey, what are we getting into? You know, this is that kind of picture. This newspaper doesn't exist anymore, Sunday Hindustan Standard, but I believe I've checked up the records.
This is an earlier photograph though, it's from 46.
46, but then he gets an award for actually taking this picture in 1950.
This is at partition, refugees from East Bengal crossing over into the West Bengal side at night. These were famous pictures from the Bengal famine in 1943. These are the pictures which actually made Jana very, very famous, because these photographs exposed the famine to the whole of India.
Photographer Ram Rahman takes us through the work of Sunil Jana, an Assamese who lived mostly in Calcutta. Influenced by the communist leader P.C. Joshi, Jana joined the party. But after the political split in the Communist Party, Joshi was sidelined and Jana returned to his hometown Calcutta to open his own studio. His images, though, continue to embody the distinctly Indian left tradition, especially its influence on culture.
Certainly, both his cultural work and his industrial work is extremely important. And a picture like this, which Jana made of my mother Indrani, I mean, this is Bharatanatyam, which is a classical art form, but the image that he makes of it is radically modern.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app, fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.